to Discussions with DT Parker. Happy Friday, y'all. Okay, I'm waiting to get acclimated on Twitch. Give me a second, Twitchily. We getting there. What up, YouTube? Hey, Healing Heart Ministries. Boo, you my first contestant. Just getting on here. Welcome to Discussions with DT Parker. We do this every day around 2-ish. What up, JB? Happy Friday to y'all. The first week of January, down in the books. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. It is moving so fast. But here we are, the first week. Hey, Healing Heart. I appreciate you, all the reposts, retweets, everything. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you for showing love. So thank you. I can't even thank you enough. Girl, I can't even thank you enough. I swear. Healing Hurt, you be going harder than some of my family members, girl. So I'm forever thankful. So I appreciate you, girl. But happy Friday again. Welcome to Discussions with DT Parker. Hey mama, Twitch. I'm getting that situated now. YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. And of course, my IG family, what it do? Me and mama was having a debate before I got up on this live. About inexpensive dates. And we were talking about, what was it, the Cheesecake Factory? I was like, Cheesecake Factory is kind of expensive for a first date and all. She's like, that's not an expensive date. I'm like, if I was a dude, I don't know if I would take, call me cheap, whatever you want to. I promise you women would not like me, and I probably wouldn't have a girlfriend, because I would not be taking you to these places. Anyway, what's a good, I guess the question today is, what is a good inexpensive date? I said to mama that a good, are you trying to come on here, her? Would be like a walk in the park or going to the park. She's like, that's not a date, that's a meetup. And I'm like, ain't that the same thing? Like, hey, Bob!
Hi,
God, it's been a minute! I know you love me. You show me love, okay? Because you always show love, and I swear, you go harder than some of my family members. I'm like,
when I met you at Chubbs, I was like, this girl's so beautiful. I just love your personality. And I spoke highly of you everywhere I go. So we had the conversation. I was like, have y'all seen my girl Didi? She on 104. And they said, for real. So they followed you too and was like, she in Alabama. I said, no, she's back home.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Thank girl. When I tell you, I'm so happy to be back. That drive was killing me, but
girl,
I did what I needed to do. So here we are. We're back in Atlanta, girl. But I just want to tell you, I love you and I appreciate you, girl. Cause girl, I swear to God, you go.
I sing for a living, so I gotta represent the radio, right? Cause y'all gonna be playing my music.
I play your music one day, right? Okay, we're putting it out there.
Like, I love y'all before y'all even show me love, so that's what it looks like.
Yes, thank you. Cause girl, you don't have to do it, but the fact that you do it, just man. So I appreciate
gratitude has to be the best attitude. If you don't have gratitude, you're being ungrateful for the opportunity that God gives you.
I think if you call yourself, being a supporter of somebody, I think that you should support them. You understand what I'm saying?
It starts with self, though. You got to love you first so you can show love to everyone else. What we're showing now is love to one another, but we were distracted by so many haters because they were so insecure in following their purpose that they were like, Didi Parker. Yes, Didi Parker is the girl, honey. Her little cute self and them tiny little feet. I love you.
Thank you.
And so it shows. Look at that picture back there, girl. You look so fresh. You Jay-Z in the back. Look.
I actually had one of my Birmingham listeners. She brought that in and gave it to me. Girl, brought me to tears. I'm like, girl. Yeah.
The Picasso, honey.
Okay, I was like, this is so cute. Like, I've never had anybody do that. So, I just always want to thank you.
Because we see you. We hear you first, but we see you also.
Do you understand how hard it is to get folks to support you? It is a hard thing. People don't realize.
When you read the word for yourself, Dee, a prophet is not honored in their own hometown. You got to know why. Because you're shining and they're still stuck on the porch waiting to move. You did the thing they scared to do. So their fear is showing up as a hater in disguise. Real true.
You just told me something.
I'm confident in who I am. So I see the confidence in Dee Parker.
Clock it, baby girl.
Gone, baby. So I see your light. It shines, and I love it.
Thank
so
you.
I'm always promote her sunshine. That's what it do. And first date should always be, in this day and age, in a therapy session. Girl, these women,
need to be.
Can I tell you the truth?
Go ahead.
Women expect more from a man that they wouldn't even expect from themselves.
Hello. Say it again. Healing
Women don't love themselves, but they expect a man to love them. And then they'll go from man to man to man and be like, they don't love me. Then go to woman and woman, oh, I like girls now. You don't even like yourself.
Okay.
That's what it is. Their projection be projected.
No,
and the men be looking like, what is, you know what I'm saying? I love men. So my ministry is called Healing Hurting Men Ministry.
That part.
Because the men are healing from the hurt that women projected on them because they could not take 5 minutes to look themselves in the mirror and say, do I like myself today?
You better say that again, girl. That's why I said if I was a man, I wouldn't be taking y'all nowhere. Baby, what you say?
I would take them to church where they should have been going. Girl, y'all need Jesus. Pray. They need prayer.
Well, the crazy thing is, healing hurt. I said to Mama, because she was like, well, it says church is a good first date. She was like, well, how's church a good first date? I said, that actually is a good first date. So we were talking about different like first dates. And she was like, oh, yeah, Cheesecake Factory is a good first date. I said, that's kind of expensive for a first date. She was like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, it is. I said, a good first date is like maybe a meetup at a park, Starbucks. She's
like a picnic. Remember a picnic? Because you're out in the fresh air, you're getting some sun, and you're getting to converse with just one-on-one. Right. What social media has done for people has given them the spotlight. But in that spotlight, are you shining or are you showing off? Because this is the thing. When you shine, you don't have to be anywhere specific. It just automatically comes. When you're showing off, that's a boast. And then the Bible tells you do not boast because you may be looking like you're proud of your accomplishment, but to someone else, oh, you just showing off again. You don't have to say anything to just be. The action speaks louder than the words. So when I met you, Dee, you was with Chubb at his station, and you just went, broadened your horizons in Alabama, got a fan base there, and came back home. You're on one of the biggest 104 FM, right, Kiss?
Yes.
I love y'all station. And so that's what it looks like. You're fitting in where you belong. And girl, it looks good on you. You guys have so much fun behind the scenes. See, we can only hear y'all.
Yeah.
But if we follow y'all on social media, we can see the love. You guys have that brother and sister love.
Yeah.
Tony and Tony, is that y'all?
Tony, yes. That's Tony.
I love them.
Yes,
that is the dopest catch. Because it's Tony with an I and Tony with an E, right? Or Tony with a Y.
Why?
So
why? Yes.
I love y'all. So that's what it looks like. Because I've watched you go here, there, but you've been smiling all the time.
Thank you.
And your mom, she's your biggest supporter. I know you love your mom. So, and that was where our conversation started. We were talking about family and the dynamics of where your blueprint starts is where your seed, where you should be.
Yeah.
I tell men this. Look at that woman. Would you want that woman raising your children? And that's how you determine if she's the one. Because the way the woman treats the man is the way she sets that tone. So it doesn't matter where they meet up on their first date. It's the aftermath.
Exactly.
Because, see, they say representatives show up. I always show up as myself. You're going to get Momo every time.
Okay.
Because I ain't on no TV show. So I am who you meet. The first
Right.
time, the second time, the third is me.
Right.
So you get to know Momo.
Yeah.
That's how you know, is she mad today? Is she happy today? For the most part, you're going to get good version of me.
Yeah.
But you will know who pisses me off because I will show it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not a person that holds my tongue.
Right.
I tell the truth.
Right.
Because I don't want nobody to lie to me. So that's where it looks like. It really doesn't matter the setting of where the people start. It's where do they want to go with it?
Yeah. I don't think a first date should determine you, because mama said, if I love you, mama, she said if a guy takes, because she said a park date is basically a meetup. And we have some new folks. Welcome to Discussions with Dee Dee Parker. What up, Nina? What up, OC? OC says she listens to the station. OC, she listens, baby. Hey, Steph. Babe said everything that glitter ain't gold. So today's topic is basically, we're talking about dating. Me and mama had a conversation and we were talking about inexpensive dates. And I was like, oh, a date at the park would be a good first date. And she's like, that's a meetup. That's not a date. And I'm like, that's a date. It's not a meetup. And she was like, well, if they don't have anything planned for the park, like a picnic or anything, that's just a meetup. I'm like, no, it's a date. Your first date is you're going to me, Healing Hurt, to figure out whether you like a person or not.
Okay? Get to know them, their personality.
Right. It is. I understand you want the man to spend money on you, but how do you know if you like this man? You know what I'm saying? Or you just like the things that he's doing for you.
Yeah.
You see the difference. So I suggested like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts as inexpensive dates. She's like, Starbucks is expensive too. And I'm like, but it's not as expensive as Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cheesecake Factory is more like, to me, a third, maybe a second or third date, or a fourth date. You know, Dunkin' Donuts or park date. A walk in a park is a cute date to me.
Because you got to think about the restaurant really be trying to get you in and out anyway. So you don't, it's like you're rushed. And then that waiter comes in and interrupt your conversation. Right. So it's really a distraction. The park gives you the one-on-one of you and I can interact and talk. Because what happens in that, if you cannot speak to a person, and then a lot of people say, watch how the person you're on a date with interacts with the waiter. If they're rude to that person, you're finding out a lot about a person because they want to impress you. It's you they want.
Yeah.
But it's the outside folks. How are they appreciating that interaction with you?
Right.
Because it's really your time. You're taking your time out of your 24 to get to know a stranger. So you have to decide, is this really what you want? Because a lot of women, I don't think they want that at all. I don't think they know who they are inside. And I can only speak from a woman's point of view. I can never speak from a man's point of view. I only hear what they tell me in it. And men can talk to me because I don't think with emotions. I'm logical in it because emotions is just your way of saying, I don't know how to handle what I'm trying to articulate, so I'm getting frustrated in it. Okay. You have to correct yourself in how you want this person to perceive this message of you, because it's your representation, right?
Right.
Your character is what they're learning.
Right.
How you behave.
Right.
So you get to talk. I learned so much about you just in that conversation we had the first time.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not the setting of where you go. It's the person you want to get to know. That's the truth.
Right.
So you should always go where you're comfortable in the setting.
Absolutely. Monk on Twitch said, is she telling a tea or any problem? No, she's not telling a tea, Monk. We're just talking about what's a good and expensive first date, because me and Mama were debating, and I was basically to rewind what we're talking about, because we got some new folks Healing Hurt. Me and Mama were debating because Mama was like, the park is not a good first date. She said the park is basically a meet and greet, especially if there's no planned activity around the park. And I'm like, no, that's absolutely a good first date. I said the park, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts. I don't think, and you ladies gonna probably get mad at me, I don't think a man should be spending $200 to $300 on a first date. I'm sorry. I don't think you should. Because a first date, you're trying to get to know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
How are you getting to know somebody based off of how much they spend on you? Because you don't know if this person is a woman beater or a cheater or this or that. Because they spent some money on you. So I say the park is a good first date. Picnic or no park. People walk around the park. Okay?
Oh, see, baby says, so what is the definition of a date? So what's your definition of a date?
In terms of what, though, OC? Are we talking about first dates or just dates in general?
What's the point of a date? Because I don't like dating strangers. Because I don't like strangers.
So what's your definition of a good first date? What do you think is a good first date?
Me?
Yeah.
Phone conversation.
So
I'll talk to you all day. I don't want to see you yet. I want to talk to you to get to know your personality because I want to get to know you. I don't do strangers.
Okay.
So I don't date because it's weird to me you sitting interacting with somebody you totally don't know over food. It's weird. I thought we were supposed to break bread with family. So you feel what I'm saying? I don't eat with strangers because I don't know what strange things they're bringing to me. So I don't date.
You just said a mouthful. You can't break bread with everybody, but where's the lie at though? There's no lie. Mama said, gosh, Mama, if the Cheesecake Factory is expensive, I don't want to date him. Mama!
Your mom needs to be on here because she needs to tell it. See, she's older than us by a little, but she knows where did it come from? Like, because I thought it was to court them to, like, they knew in their mind, this my wife. So I want to court them. Like, this was back in my parents' day. Because my parents were married for a very long time.
Yeah.
And so marriage was always what I looked for. Because I only saw my dad with my mom and my mom with my dad.
Right.
That's what I wanted. And that's what I ended up getting. And I've been married. January 11 will make it 15 years.
Congratulations.
So,
but
I married my best friend.
That's the difference.
He wasn't a stranger. We went to high school together.
So, what's your first date look like? Y'all talked.
His brother was murdered in Inglewood, and I sang at his funeral. And their hood is different from our hood because I'm from LA. He's from Inglewood.
Okay.
And he's a Blood, I'm a Crip, so it was totally different. Like our atmospheres were totally different. So it was like when the opposites attract. But me and my husband share the same birthday.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
So
when
we have.
When are y'all birthdays?
The 14th of January.
Oh, you have a birthday coming up.
Capricorn.
Big cat season. Let's go.
Girl. Yes. So I share birthdays with LL Cool J and Slick.
Okay.
So I tell people that because I'm part lottie-dottie. We like to party. We
Party.
don't cause trouble. But I'm also part of, I'm going to knock you out. Mama said knock you out. LL, I tell everybody, me and LL are like spirits because he's perfect in my description of who I am. I'm the female version of LL. Ladies love Cool J. Fellas love Cool Mo. So understand.
Yeah.
But they don't want to test us because we'll show you why they don't test us.
Exactly.
In a nutshell, we the coolest people you don't want to piss off.
Big Caps. I know about you. Capricorns, because my little baby brother is a Capricorn. Quiet but deadly. Oh my gosh, the temperament.
Because we think all day long and we don't play. We're like the definition of the peacemakers because we really are business minded. We are all about our money. So it's like I'm not fit to do anything, even dating. I look at it as a business transaction. What am I going to get in the long run in this? Am I wasting my time with this? Because once you waste my time, you piss me off. And then you're going to see a different side of Momo. Because I give you 100% love. I show up as a friend.
Right. Momo, let me read some of these comments because we got a lot. Super Pat said,
okay, baby.
No, you can stay on here. Stay on here.
Oh, okay.
Stay on here. Super Pat said, Applebee's, I can watch the game and a drink if conversation
is. See, that's nice.
I'll take Applebee's.
Because they're both watching something in common. So
Yeah.
now you got sports in common.
Yeah. Babe Self-Secure said, as long as we get to know each other with each other, don't matter where we at. Mama says they can do nothing and still be all those things. I mean, you're right. Clean said, putt golf is a good one. Can talk, chill, and spend an under 30. Where's that at? That do sound like some fun. Where's that at? Babe
Look,
said,
we learning stuff.
I know. Babe said a date can be a walk, a car date, anything. Mama said if you can't take her to the Cheesecake Factory for the first date, she don't want to date you. That's what Mama said. I'm sorry. I'm not putting words in your mouth, Mama. But Mama said if you can't take her to the Cheesecake Factory, she don't want to date you. If you can't take her to the Cheesecake Factory for a first date, she don't want to date you. Clean said under 30. OC Baby said, to me, a date is like an interview. I'm trying to get to know you and see what you're about. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. A walk in the park. What better way to get to know somebody than a stroll in the park? You know, if they want to incorporate a picnic, even better. But to me, a walk in the park is a good first date. Or getting some coffee or some tea at Dunkin' Donuts or something like that. Something simple. Something where the men ain't out here spending excessive amount of money for a date. Go ahead. Hold on, we can't hear you. Yep. Uh-oh, healing hurt. You froze. She was good.
And I think we understand more so of the economy in it. Like, the Cheesecake Factory probably was affordable back then, but with inflation, everything is not affordable. You can't even buy bread and eggs right now. So right now, it's like the economy has a lot to do with it now. So everything has everything to do with everything now.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. What used to could be good back then, because remember the drive-in movies was a thing when I was growing up.
Yes.
But they closed stuff down. Everything that was fun to do is like they closed down. The skating rink was fun for me.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So it was like, because you hearing the music, skating with your, like, oh, I can see you skating forever. Like, you fall in love with the ideas.
Yeah.
Of possibilities. And if it don't work, it's like, oh, the moment was, it's the memory for me. I learned to not hold on to grudges if something didn't work out. I learned to not be resentful. I learned to embrace the moment. Mm-hmm. Once you embrace moments in your life, every date is like, okay, it's a memory to have, but where do you want to go after this date? Because I'm telling you, a lot of people don't even know what they want. They just want it because somebody else has it. Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander type phenomenon of what we say is really what you like to do.
Right.
Just to learn the person you with. Because I know what I like to do.
Right.
And to some people, to be born.
Right.
But to others,
I say this, fellas.
If she don't
want to date you because you didn't take her to an expensive restaurant or the first date wasn't expensive, that ain't the girl for you. You already know
because she's judging you based on a tangible item that you might be okay, like me. Say I'm right at destiny, but today I'm not. Mm-hmm. I know where I'm going in the future. So say, for instance, I got a big deal and it's going to be $1 billion budget. Mm-hmm. But today I'm not there yet. So you're going to count what I have today instead of seeing what I have. So that person misses out on that guy by judging his pockets today and not knowing what he has for the future. Because to me, when I think of a woman, be a man's muse. So anything that man brings to the table, you're supposed to make it multiply. Yeah. So if you're coming to a table counting what he got already, you've lost in the end. I did a song with a legend, and the song is called Smart Dummies, because the saying says, you can make more with me than you ever could from me. So the more you take from my pockets, if I have a savings to invest in, but every day you want to go to the Cheesecake Factory, you've exhausted my savings because you had a crazy. Yeah. Learn how to make a cheesecake. And you don't have to leave out.
And you ain't got to worry about it. I'm sorry. I just don't think the Cheesecake Factory is first date? Like maybe third, fourth date? Monk on Twitch said
That's like,
good.
I said that's more like anniversary, I guess, because our to me, I like the Cheesecake Factory. That's why I said whoever said that, shame on them. But because I'm like, my big back self will want every slice of the cheesecake. Like, can I get two
Can I get
cheesecakes?
2 cheesecakes, please? Can I get one now and one to go?
Yeah. That'd be my only thing. Like, he'll probably go home and be like, yeah, I had to buy this girl 2 cheesecakes.
Yeah, girl, that's like cheesecake. What the hell? Monk said she is telling the truth, and I think Ma has experience in this field.
Yeah, that's why I'm laughing, because I didn't date at all, because I had horrible dating experience. This one guy took me out and he's talking and a piece of macaroni flew on my lip. I was disgusted. It was like, ugh. So girl, I was like, this is horrible. I can't do this. Dating was always awkward for me because it's somebody I don't know.
Ooh, that's
I
disgusting.
like to know people, and it was just.
Ooh, that's disgusting.
Exactly. How can I now concentrate on this date when you're
like mouth covered?
Exactly. I'm like, I don't know this person, and just a piece of his food felt. You know what I mean?
But no, what you said made a lot of sense though, because you are supposed to break bread with your family, right? Not strangers, right? That's what it say, right? So
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. Hold on, Mama said I didn't say say first date. Yes, you, Mama. What did you say then? Because we definitely talked about this, and I definitely said first dates. And my friend had a lot of phone conversations before we spent time together. Our first date wasn't planned to be romantic. An artist we both like came to town, and he was like, "Let's go." Okay, but how long did you guys talk before you guys planned that date? Babe said, Tasha, for real, saying we was on the phone cupping for like a whole month every day, 24/7. Yeah, we was. And then we met. And then we met, and then it was like, I don't know, like when me and boyfriend first met, it was it was just automatic. Like, it's some people that you meet and it's just immediate, like you just know. Anyway,
but you're part of the memory fascination with that because of what you do for a living. We don't see you unless we follow you on social media. We hear you, so we fall in love with your voice, and then we put a face to the voice, like, oh, that's what Dee Parker.
Yeah,
it's like getting imagination together. That's how it was with me, the first radio personnel I met. So to do that, what you did with your love, because it's like he has your voice recorded for sound.
But he didn't really know what I did, because when we met Healing Hurt, I think I was working in production, and then
wow.
He didn't even know that I did the on-air side. He just know, okay, you do voiceovers. That's what you do. So now he's like, oh, so you do on-air stuff too. So he gets to see that part too.
He sees that you're not restricting yourself
to
just one thing, that you do overall everything.
Yeah.
That's what's up, because he's getting to know his wife. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So getting to know the future I hold with this person, I'm going to come second to this person's life before I came along. You have to understand, you when you're dating, is not to take over, but to get in where you fit in and see where you now put together some fascinating things. That's just what it is. That's how I felt with me meeting my favorite producer and getting to sing on a song with him. It was like that, to make the peanut butter and jelly effect.
Right.
You know? So that's what it looks like. The love connection, that's what it is.
Absolutely.
You have to love the person so you get to know with unconditional. But if it's tangible by what you can afford the first date, to me, that's really petty.
Yeah. And guys, you want to know how you weed these women out? Don't take them on a non-expensive date and see how fast some of these, they're going to be like, oh, he broke. He ain't got no money. I'm going to talk to him. This ninja couldn't even afford to take me to damn Applebee's.
But pay attention to those kind of women. I always tell men, you go to the same watering hole and expect a different answer in what you get in a woman.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Because the real wives are actually doing their jobs. Like, you see what I'm saying? we're doing, like, I met people going somewhere, not like, ooh, I'm at a bar, let me see who I can pick up. Because that just seems weird to me. I don't want to pick up anybody.
Right.
Because the Bible says a man who finds the wife, not the wife going to a watering hole to get picked up. So it's just reading the word for yourself as a woman helps you understand how special we are in the equation.
Right. Right.
The thing I always say,
Mm-hmm.
men are being abused and used and confused by women who don't love themselves.
Ooh!
And I'm going to tell you why. Because women abuse, use, and confuse themselves. Do they not?
Yeah, where the lie at? There's no lie. No lie so.
When we can be honest with ourselves, then and only then will we begin to heal. Once we heal, we won't have to have these conversations because men know what they're looking for in a wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Women don't even know who they are in a wife.
Oh, that's a good topic right there. Mama said, what if the man wants to take you to Cheesecake Factory or Papa Do's? Is that a problem?
I love Papa Do's.
It's a
and
problem.
I got cheesecake too.
I'm just saying the expectation shouldn't be that the first day, oh, we're going to the Cheesecake Factory. That's all I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong to me. And again, I know some of you ladies are probably going to get on me on YouTube. I don't count. Your expectation for a man on the first date shouldn't be the most expensive thing. I'm sorry, it should not. As a man, if I was a man, I probably would be single because I'm like, there's no way I'm dating you heifers and you want to go to Papa Do's Roof Chris on the first date. And you
because the thing will be they're never satisfied in it. That's the thing in all overall in it.
That's
because it's like, okay, if the first date is cheesecake or Papa Do's or even Roof Chris, where will the second date have to be? At the president's house? Like it goes higher and higher to where a man is never going to meet the expectations, which is yours. Right. But the sad part about it is you wouldn't even be able to expect that from yourself. They want all of this from men, but they don't give the grace to themselves. And that's what I'm trying to get men to see. They've been dying, killing themselves, trying to please someone who won't even take the time to please themselves and taking care of themselves. Because what women will do is put the blame on everybody but themselves. We have to take self-accountability. Once we do that, we'll start seeing it from a different perspective. That is the truth in it. Because again, the question is, in that date, what are you trying to accomplish? Because you'll start seeing the women, they post in their truth. Oh, I just needed a free meal. Yeah. You couldn't even afford that meal yourself, but you're expecting this man's pockets to open up. But then when he say, well, can I get some coon for it? Oh, no, that's tricking. But you'll go and trick yourself. That doesn't make sense because a lot of these women are prostituting themselves, whether they know it or not. I've heard so many horror stories. I'm like, where are we living at? Like, you get it? So the world has changed, and they've allowed money to be the most important thing in their life, and that they don't realize love is actually the most important thing. And that's an action word.
Yes.
And it doesn't cost a thing to have it.
Does not cost you a thing. Hold on. You can stay on the line. I just want to read some more of these comments. Tasha said, we met there and nothing was planned. We just created and enjoyed the vibe. So after the concert, naturally, we went for food and drinks. Then we hit another spot and another spot until I was like, okay, ladies, I don't want you to misconstrue what I'm saying. If the guy plans a date and he plans out an expensive date, cool. But you over here getting an attitude because he wants to take you to the park.
They're not being grateful in it.
Right. Or take
the gratitude.
For a first date and say, oh, Disney. That's not cool. That's
what I'm saying. It's just the gestures. I think what it is really the gestures. And so men are starting to come back with the retaliation mindset of, it's getting ugly out here because men do know how to retaliate. I think that's what boys did, and being petty and stuff. That's what natural boys do. Men understand the assignment. They do. Mm-hmm. Boys who have been hurt, and usually that's childhood trauma, that's really what they're fighting. So you're going to get them into the ring of this conversation, and they're going to give you all these crazy things. So it's just a projection. when we talk this conversation with men and women, we'll really have the understanding. Like, what do you want in a date? And then they'll tell you what they're looking for, because men are very articulate when you allow them to talk.
I'm just curious, and you can answer this, Healing Hurt, but we kind of on the same page. But I want you to answer this. Like, why is it so important that a man takes you on an expensive date for your first date? I'm just curious. I just want to know. And Mama said,
you don't know that answer?
No, tell me.
I don't. Okay.
I think you probably said.
It's not the date per se. It's the fact they can floss and say, he took me here. I got taken here. It's almost the equation of the flown out thing. The girl said, he flown me out somewhere. Mm-hmm. So a man can fly you somewhere because he knows how to trick his money. He has an allowance set apart from his bill money that he can spend and splurge. And so you're the object that he purchases in that. They don't see that that's tricking. But to have a first date is, see how we took the whole everything, they put everything in one thing. Mm-hmm. So y'all have allowed prostitutes to be y'all topic of this discussion, correct? Mm-hmm. A normal woman don't mind where a man is going to take her as long as he's taking her somewhere. And the reason why I say that is because that's the whole objective of this, right? Because you want to be the chosen one, right?
Right. Okay.
He chose you. That should be the only thing. Where he take you, as long as you with him, is all that matters. That's the truth in it. Because he could have picked any female in his phone. He chose your line and said, let's go. Where he takes you, you should be grateful in it. But if you just going to want to be seen, how many niggas do you want to be seen with?
And I think, too, Healing Hurt, to add to your thing, I think when you really like somebody, you just, all you're focused on is spending time with that person. You don't really care
precisely
where y'all are at. You just are focused on spending time with that person because you like them. Mama said, but that's not a date because it's doing something. But that's a date because it's doing something. Are you talking about Cheesecake Mama again? Tasha said, babe, I'm tired. Then we had our nightcap. It was perfect, as if it was planned out. Girl, he knew what he was doing. He got you.
Sound like a movie. I'm curious to know what artists did y'all go see, because it sounds like a good time. Now that's the ideal date. A good concert with live music. Then you got, because it's a vibration. You set the tone. That's a perfect idea of what a date should look like. Good music, good food, good conversation between two people that want to be in the presence of each other.
Hello. Babe said, why y'all so fascinated with Cheesecake Factory? Overrated, but it's cool. I do not like the Cheesecake Factory, by the way. So, yeah, I'm with Babe. That's so overrated.
And I only go for the cheesecake, and that's real, because my
that's only Cheesecake Factory for the cheesecake, because I'm like, what is so good about the Cheesecake Factory that y'all like so much? Mama said, me too, LOL. I love my cheesecake. We can just get cheesecake. Babe said, what happened to movie dates? That was my ish. Nice movie, good talk. After, can't go wrong. Tasha said, we talked 1 or 2 months before we went out together outside of work. Okay, so y'all had a conversation. We met because...
And see, so I'm saying it right then. It is phone first and then a date to physically actually meet each other. Okay, so are they missing the phone calls first and going straight to the Cheesecake Factory?
Oh, you asking Mama? Are you asking Mama Healing Hurt? Okay, she's spinning. Hold on. She said we talked for about 1 or 2 months before we went out together outside. We met because he subpoenaed me on a case he was working on. So we seen each other daily, but we had to be very strictly professional. Ooh, that sexual tension just building up. No, I'm just joking, Tasha.
Diddy, I love you.
Okay.
I gotta get off the line, but I like this. I will come on your line every day and help your discussion.
You are always...
You keep shining, baby girl. And I will talk to y'all soon. I love your audience. Tell your mama I love her. I'm going to take her to the Cheesecake Factory when I see her. Because I want some cheesecake now. Tell your mama she done maybe want some cheesecake. Okay, baby. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye. All right, Mama. See, she said she'll take you to cheesecake when you come here. I think we answered that. Tasha said to you, babe, I can not do movie dates out at the theater at home because I fall asleep before the opening credits. Tasha, girl, I used to be the same way as you, falling asleep in the movies. I don't know what happened. Something happened. I don't do it. Well, I don't go to the movies as much as I used to, but yeah, I used to be like you, dead sleep in the movies. Mama said that's not always true because second date could be he or she cooks dinner. I wouldn't even say cook dinner on a second date. I think that's more like third or fourth date. But then again, I mean, I don't make the rules. Mama said I can afford Cheesecake Factory. Baby Brock said it's real to hear y'all sister kicking real knowledge, yo. Keeping it so real right now. What up? Got you opening tea. Happy New Year's. First dates we go not chunky cheeses. Mama said so maybe men should plan a date instead of asking you what you would like to do. Well, if he says he wants to take you to the park, what are you gonna say? I'm not going to no park. That's what you're probably gonna say, right, Mama? I'm not going to no park. It's cold outside. It's hot outside. It's raining. The sun is shining too bright. I want to go outside. I can sweat my hair out. Yeah. So, Tasha said, "Oh no, baby, I wouldn't let a man take me nowhere. I don't want to afford or can't afford myself. Just in case I gotta leave you at that table, baby. LOL. I'm paying my tab and dip." Got you opening tea said facts. Mama said I was talking about a movie or skating. Movie or skating for what? The first date? Because we're talking about inexpensive first dates. And you said Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks. First of all, you said Starbucks you ain't going to. You said Starbucks is expensive. And you said if a man can't take you to the Cheesecake Factory, you don't want to date him. We're talking about first dates. Inexpensive first dates. And me and Mama had a discussion earlier. And I was like, oh, a good first date is, a walk in the park. She's like, that is not a date. That's a meetup. I'm like, how is that a meetup? It's a date. Isn't a date a meetup? I thought dates were meetups anyway because you're getting the man is courting the woman so we can get to know one another. Mama said phone conversation first, of course. Tasha said it was Shaka Khan. She performed at WinStar Casino in Oklahoma. So I was like, yo, I got to see my girl. And he was like, let's go. So it was a road trip concert fun after. Okay. Again, ladies, I want to put this disclaimer out here because I don't want y'all in my comments talking about. Again, if the man plans the date and he decides he wants to take you to Ruth Chris for a first date, go. I'm not saying don't go. What I am saying is these high expectations that you think men are supposed to be taking y'all to these upscale, high city ass restaurants on first dates. Like, no. I'm so glad I'm not a man because, baby, I would be single. I wouldn't be taking y'all nowhere. Mama said, never mind. She said that was the date back in the day. Yes, because 2026, with these prices and everything else, who can afford, who going out? I mean, cheesecake is not expensive, but I'm just saying, to me, cheesecake isn't, I don't think that's the first date. I think maybe that's a second date. A first date is, to me, you're trying to figure out if you even like this person or not, for real. Do I even like you? Because yes, you can have all the phone conversation you want to until you get face to face with that person and actually see what they are like face to face. Then, you know what I'm saying, you go from there. I knew I liked boyfriend from our phone conversation, but I really liked him when we met because, we were able to connect. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you meet folks that you think you have a connection with on the phone, and then you meet them for that first date, and you be like, oh, hell no. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, you a cool person to talk to over the phone, but the chemistry is just not there face to face. It happens. Baby Brock said first date shouldn't be based on how much he spends. You're supposed to be getting to know him. So what's wrong with a walk in the park, mama? And Tasha said a cheap first date for me, the restaurants with good drink specials, $1 drafts, and Sadie got Tasha, you can come hang out with me in the ATL anytime, girl. We here. Okay, a good happy hour, girl. Catch me a little $5 special, $2 Tuesday. What you talking about? As long as I'm getting a drink, I don't care. I don't care how much it costs. Touch the Applebee's, Boomer Jacks. Yeah, those are all good places. I want to know where Clean Clean was talking about for $30. Where is that Clean Clean? Under $30. That's a good little date. Me and Bay might have to go there. But I'm just saying, I'm like, baby, right? I don't feel like you have to break the bank. What up, the real major beaks? Break the bank on a first date, especially because you don't even know if you really like this person for real or for real. For my new folks, welcome to Discussions with Gigi Parker. We're talking about first dates. What's a good and expensive first date? Now, me and Mama were having a discussion. We were talking about some good first dates. And I was saying, basically, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. She's like, well, Starbucks is expensive. I'm like, well, it's not more expensive. I would say it's less expensive the place you're trying to go. And she was like, she was like, if they can't take me to Cheesecake Factory, then they don't need to be dating me. And I'm like, Mama, okay, it's a first date. And she was like, well, if I got to meet them in the park, that's not a date. That's a meetup. I'm like, it's absolutely a date. What do you mean? Then she was like, oh, well, if they're not doing any activities, like there's no picnics, there's nothing around. And I'm like, yes, it is. She's like, no, it's a meetup. What up? Okay. These are old folks. Touch said, okay, happy hour is the best date night. Okay. Who playing? Especially in this day and age with this economy, yeah. Happy hour, me all the way. I love me a good happy hour. Don't threaten me with a good time. Tasha said, Mama, if you don't drink, she don't drink, Tasha. If you don't drink, I think a cool first date is a strip mall where you can walk and talk and snack and then sit in one of the restaurants if you decide to have dinner. I like that part. If you decide you want to have dinner. You know how many women are not going for none of this stuff that we are over here talking about? A strip mall. I'm not going to nobody's strip mall. Strip mall? Do I look like a strip mall kind of girl? That's what they gonna say, chill. I already know, and I don't want you to have it in my comments. Okay? Because I don't care. I'm telling you. The reason why some of y'all are single is because, and no judgments, is because you are basing, okay, I'll get to it, Mama. The reason some of y'all are single is because you're basing on what a man can do for you the moment he starts dating you, which is the first date. Hold on. What did you say to Baby Barack? Hold on. I see y'all. Mama said Baby Barack because I don't want to walk in the park. I don't even walk in the park myself. Maybe, Mama, it's time for you to take some strolls in the park. You might find you a good man jogging there. Let me stop. And Baby Barack said, and don't forget the 50-cent wing specials, Tasha, baby. That's great. Mama says she do not like walks in the park. I cannot. I'm not. I cannot. Mama. But that goes back to what Healing Hurt was saying, how women have these expectations for men, but don't have the same expectations for themselves. So I know some of y'all be like, whatever I can do, I expect a man can do. That's fine. Great. That sounds great. Sounds wonderful. But I'm just saying, a good first date, you might want to go sit in the park, or go sit at a bookstore, or go sit at Starbucks, or go sit at Dunkin' Donuts, because some of y'all get into these relationships and y'all don't even know some of these people, and you're wondering why. I'm just saying. Tasha said to you, Baby Barack, the 50-cent wings seal the deal. I don't like when you can't be your natural self. I'm trying to eat lobster and steak and catch the itis on our first hangout. Okay, Tasha. Baby Barack said, not happy hour. Maybe have one too many and start seeing her through beer goggles. Drinking makes Florida Evans look like Halle Berry until the fog clears. Maybe not drinks, but I mean a good happy hour out. See, and then too, you can't go stupid when you go to these happy hours, okay? You got to drink responsibly. And what I mean by responsibly is you can't be over there sloppy drunk. So before I met boyfriend and when I used to be out here on the dating scene, I think I would have maybe 2 drinks. What up, the official pumpkin? I think I would have 2 drinks
it would be a 2-drink minimum. I drink more than that, but it will be a 2-drink minimum because I'm I'm not trying to get drunk, and I got to be alert and aware of my surroundings and what is going on. Tasha said, "Mama, a good first date for you is the casino. Y'all hang out and hit them penny slots. It's one in or near the city." Tasha, she don't even like gambling, child. She don't drink, she don't gamble, she don't smoke, she don't do none of the above. She's a good little soldier. Mama said, "I expect him not to walk in a park." Okay, Mama, and for my other people out here who are watching discussions with Dee Dee Parker and take issue to dates in parks, what is the issue with a date in a park? I'm just curious. Why is that such not like, oh, you can't take me on a date in the park? Why not? Mama said, Tasha, nope, don't gamble like that, Tasha. Not that old. Yeah, she's not a gambler. Tasha said, laughing my ass off. But baby Barack, that's definitely my angle to see how you handle yourself. I'm going to let you drink so I can see all the red flags. Oh, I see what you're doing there, Tasha. I see what you're doing now. Baby Barack said, Mama, what's wrong with the park unless you got muggers? Baby Barack, me and you both got the same question. Why are you so adamant about not having a park date? Like, what is going on here? I thought that was a good first date, a walk in the park. Now you sitting here talking about no walks in the park. What is going on here? Boy, I tell you, if I was a man, I'd probably be single because, baby, ain't no pleasing some of y'all. Not even a walk in the park? Jesus. And Mama's saying basically the park it's not a date. It's a meetup. And I'm like, well, isn't all dates meetups basically? Because the first date is basically an interview. To me, it's an interview process. I'm trying to figure out if I like you like that or not. Yes, we've talked on the phone. That's cool. I met your representative on the phone. I need to see what you are like in real life, in person. Your mannerisms, okay? Are you a weirdo? How do you act in front of other people? All the above. Yeah, babe, I would be single. God bless you, man. I would be single. I wouldn't be able to do it. Because the moment a female tell me she not walking in the park, I'd be like, okay, then. Tasha said, I like arcade dates, opera dates. I like you, Tasha. See, you like to have fun. See, I'm like that. I like arcade dates, opera, but I'm not opposed. I would have, if Babe said to me when we first met, let's go let's go walk and talk. Yes. Mama said, I spent years in the park with the kids, with the kids, no kids. Ain't no kids in the damn park, Mama. Y'all walking. You ain't paying attention to the kids. What is wrong with a walk in the park? Mama said it's a meet and greet. Okay, y'all. I need y'all to weigh in on this. Twitch too. I don't know who is on this Twitch, but I need y'all to weigh in. Is a park date a meet and greet? Mama said it's a meet and greet. I don't believe it's a meet and greet. I mean, it could be a meet and greet because, again, a first date is nothing but a meet and greet anyway. You're interviewing the person to see if you like them anyway. Baby Rock said, now you see why I don't mind ditching them via the side door sex. Baby Rock, is that you here? He said, you see, I mean, I understand. And I swear, if I was a dude, yeah. Babe said, I like interacting. I'm just saying. I mean, because to me, I don't want to go eat on no first date. Okay? Because low key, okay, I'm an introvert / extrovert. I know you wouldn't be able to tell. Okay? I have my introvert moments. Okay? Especially when I'm dating somebody. Like, I get shy. I don't want you to, I smack my food. Only person who needs to know that I smack my food is my family. And my family knows. Boyfriend definitely knows because he hates it. He hates it. But on a first date, I don't want to be sitting there chewing my steak. And if the steak is good, I'm going to be smacking. Then you're going to be looking at me like, damn, this chick is ghetto as hell. She over here smacking on the steak. So to me, food is not a good first date. A walk in the park, something where we go.
Dunkin' Donuts. I can get some tea. You can get some coffee. They got little $6 Dunkin' things where you can get the sandwich, the hash brown, and a frappuccino from Dunkin' for $6. Um, Tasha said, I remember my friend took me to his mom's church one night and they had revival. It was so funny. I actually had a lot of fun and I was shocked because I really wasn't feeling it, but wanted to see his world. Well, you sacrifice. That's good. And Mama said church is not a good first date. I don't know if church is a good first date because how can you talk in between when the pastor is preaching and the choir is singing and they collecting and passing an offering plate? I'm just saying. Mama said, if someone says, let's meet for drinks, is that a date? It depends on who's asking. It depends on who's asking, let's meet for drinks. And let's meet for drinks could be a meetup too. Because if it doesn't involve dinner, then, I mean, the way I feel like you're saying it is if it don't involve dinner, then it's not a date. Meeting up for drinks could be a date. Boyfriend, I used to meet folks, quick little drink, and kept it moving. Mom said, if someone or the person you're dating, Mom, I think Trey's trying to ask you a question, Mommy. Are you asking a question, babe? Tasha said, I agree with Mama. A park first date is a meet and greet. What the hell we finna do? Take turns swinging and going down the slide? Tasha, don't do that, Tasha. The park be having trails. Me and boyfriend go to this park and it has a hiking trail. So we hike the trail. I mean, different parks have different things. You can hike the trail and talk. Unless you're scared, bring your pepper spray, ladies, just for safety reasons, because there's some crazy folks out here. But you walk, sit on a bench, talk. I'm just saying. I don't agree. I'm sorry. I still disagree. How do y'all feel? Do you feel like a park date is a meet and greet? I don't feel like a park date is a meet and greet. Mama said right, Tasha. Tasha said, yes, Mama, that's a date or a meet up, depending on who you're meeting. Mama said, a man you're interested in. A man I'm interested in. Are you referring to as far as drinking? I think drinking, like I said, I think if somebody offers you 4 drinks, depending on who it is, it depends on who it is. It can be a date. I've met guys before boyfriend and had drink dates, and that's all it was. We drank, had some drinks, and kept it moving. Babe said par. Big Barexa Didi is right. The first date really is a meet and greet. I bet y'all wouldn't buck on the park scene if the date came out of your Coach bag. Baby Barack, I feel sorry for you, man. I'm so glad I'm not no man because I wouldn't date none of some of you heifers. I'm sorry. No disrespect. Babe said, Tasha, you know a park doesn't just mean playground. Exactly. Come on, y'all. Tasha said, you got to tell me to take my good weave off if we go on a trail. See? This don't make me turn into FA today, y'all. Don't make me turn into FA today, y'all. What you mean take off your good? See, this is why they're going to the mother countries. Black women. You talk about taking wigs off to go on, put a hat on, okay? And keep it's a trail walk. And some leggings and some dirty sneakers. I'm just saying. To take your wig off. Babe said, LOL, national parks are huge and have no playgrounds. So, Mama said, yeah, I'm not doing a trail on the first date. Don't know him like that. Okay, well, you don't have to do the trail. The parks have, there's this park by my house. Literally, I used to run it when I used to be into my little fitness journey. Literally, one big circle. It circles around. And I would see people walking and running and children riding their bicycles over the summer when there was no school. But when I was seriously into my fitness thing and I would go during the week, there was no children there. But it's a trail and you could walk. Why? What is the problem? There you go, FA. I need you today, FA. I need you today, FA. The women. Super Pat said, I did a yoga as a first date. Okay, FA, I need you today, FA.
What's poppin'?
I need you today, FA. I guess I'm on my man stuff today, FA. Because these women is they over here tripping, talking about that a park date is not a good first date. They talking about it's just a meetup, a meet and greet.
That's why these hoes alone.
Stop it, FA. No hoes. That's why these women are alone. We'll say that.
Those are hoes. That's what I'm saying.
You
That's
ain't
why
no
I
fucking.
spent.
My mama ain't no hoe. That's what we're talking about.
I think that, well, I think that it is, well, I disagree with your mom, but I do think that it is different for, well, never mind. I was about to say, I think it's different for different age groups, but your mama should definitely be okay with a park date. I mean, she should just be happy to have somebody. Why is she tripping off where y'all going? I mean, you
Because
would think that at her stage, she want companionship more than anything else.
she does want companionship,
So
but
I
basically
then, okay, go ahead.
she's saying that a park date is just a meet and greet. Like if there's no activities planned, like if they're not doing a picnic or nothing.
Girl,
So
girl,
say me and boyfriend, we just started dating, and boyfriend
right,
invited me to the park, but there's no picnic. He just wants to walk and talk. That's it.
right. Right.
Um,
The
but
important things.
right.
Yeah, the important things.
I'm saying that that's a good first date.
That's a great
Cheesecake
first
Factory,
date.
Cheesecake Factory is not a good first date because
What?
me, a park is more intimate. You can ask questions. You can engage. I said the park. She said I'm not. If they can't take me to the Cheesecake Factory, then she said they don't have no business dating me. Then I was like, okay, well if they don't take you to Cheesecake, well what about Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks? She was like, well Starbucks is just as expensive. I said not as expensive as Cheesecake Factory. I said you got to
No, it's not.
remember a first date you're interviewing the person. This is an interviewing process. This isn't let me break the bank on your ass on the first date. FA, I feel bad for you, man. I would be single because ain't no
I
way.
feel bad. You know what? You know what? Well, I feel bad for average men. I'm being honest, and there's not no flex. But this is the reason why above average men have the pick of the litter because of the mentality that just our women have. You can just you can dangle shiny things in our women's faces, and they all just go for it. They all gonna give up.
You cutting out, FA. Uh-oh. FA, you still there? I'm gonna read these comments and then hopefully he'll pop back in. Tasha said I'm playing devil's advocate. Tasha. Baby Rock said, Mama, what does your ideal first date look like? Good question. Mama, what does your first ideal date look like? Mama said, no, then you sweating. He could be a serial killer. That's why I said maybe not the hiking trail thing for the first date because maybe he could be a serial killer. But a park date, there's nothing wrong with it. They have benches. I mean, they're just all not playgrounds, but there's stuff you can walk around, trails, not actual trails because the hiking trail we go to is an actual hiking trail. But they do have like walking things that you can walk around. Mama said, all right, that super bad is LOL. Tasha said, I have done the park before, self-secure, but we talked, sat around and chilled. It was a good vibe being out in nature with no. Yeah, the park date is a cute thing. I guess, child. Mama said, whatever. Why should I just be happy with anything, really? He popped off. Let me see if I can get FA back on here. So he can answer that for you, Mama. Hey, Pecan Brown, I'm just trying to figure out why the park is not a good first date. Somebody explain that to me. Seriously, I really want to know. I really want to know. Why is the park not a good first date? I really want to know the answer to this. I don't see FA on here. Okay. So maybe he'll come back. Why the park do you feel is not a good first date? No, Mama's not budging. She's not playing. And I'm not mad about it. That's why I brought it up here. I said, Mama, she said, bring it up. I don't care. Baby Rock said, Mama, he could kill you in the parking lot of Papados. What's the difference besides him picking up the bill? Well, say it again one more time for the people in the back. Okay. Self-secure said date. Babe said date is what you make it everyone different. Your kind of date might be different than mine. Your kind of date might be different. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Tasha, she's not budging on that because Mama is a grown ass woman. She said what she said. Period, Tasha. She said what she said. But I just don't get it. I don't understand why the park is not a good first date. So y'all ladies gonna have to explain this to me. Why y'all feel like y'all too good for a park date? Why do y'all feel like you are too good for a park date? Why? Because it's free? Because it's free? Oh my goodness. That's true. Babe said it's their opinion. It is. Tasha said, I like what I like and never been into the park. Well, you know, different strokes for different folks. So let me ask you a question, Mama. If he say, let's take a walk in the park, you gonna say no? Or you gonna go? Or you gonna look at him sideways and talk about, I don't do that. I don't walk in the park. If you want to date me, you gonna have to take me to the Cheesecake Factory. Mama said, you like the park, not everyone does. I just think that some of you women have unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating. I'm just gonna be real about it. If I was a dude, I probably wouldn't date half of y'all. Cause the fact that you couldn't even walk with me in a park, would have a question mark in my head. Like, damn, she ain't even willing to walk with me in a park. If she can't walk with me in a park, what if I really get into some stuff? If she can't walk with me in a park, she ain't gonna be willing to walk. What else is she gonna? You see where I'm going with it? Mama said, I'm changing the subject. No, Mama, don't back down now. You were standing 10 toes down with it. Babe said, yeah, it's their opinion. That's a good thing about America. It is, again, and there's no, Mama, I love you. There was no right or wrong answer to this. I just know for me, I wouldn't date half of you heifers. Because, baby, cheesecake. I wish I might. Mama said, park is when you in a, no, it's not. That's a good, I disagree, Mama. A park is not when you're in a relationship. It can be, but it doesn't only have to be when you're in a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? A park, to me, I think is a good first date. Well, who am I? Who am I? And if you don't want to do the park, you don't even want to do Starbucks, Mama. You don't even want to do Starbucks. Dunkin'. Okay, what about Dunkin' Donuts? Tasha said, did y'all see in the viral post where the man wanted to take the woman out? They planned the date, and then when it was nearly time to go, he didn't cancel, but he told her he couldn't afford it. At least he was real about the situation. No, I didn't see that. Send that video to me, Tasha. Pecan Brown said, could it be an age thing? I'm older, probably would not want to go to the park. Okay, Pecan Brown. What's a good first date? What do you think is a good first date? An inexpensive first date. Let me put that out there, Pecan Brown. What's a good inexpensive first date? The reason why I said the park is because I feel like that's a good inexpensive first date. And me and Mama were talking about, and saying that she was saying that the park for a first date is basically a meet and greet. But I feel like any first date is a meet and greet wherever it is. So, but what's a good first date to you, Pecan? Babe said, park, cool. Cheesecake Factory is good. I don't know what you're trying to say, babe. We can make it. Mama said, I said if he asked to walk in the park, I'm changing it. Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. F.A., okay. I'm gonna let you back in, F.A. If you still here. I just saw this. Mama, you a mess. She said, I said, if he asked to walk in the park, I'm going to change the subject. That is hilarious. But then what are you going to do if he runs the subject back, Mama? And Mama said, I don't drink coffee or eat donuts, but you drink tea, so you could go to Dunkin' Donuts and get some tea. Mama said, a lot of people, the park first, it's 1 million people there. One of the safest places to meet. I think so, babe. F.A., I tried to let you back in. I'm going to do it again. Hopefully it'll let you back in if you're still there. Hey, Mr. Awesome. There you go. Here we go. Babe said a lot of people do the park first. It's a million people there. Went up to the safest place. I'm with you, babe. Baby Rock said facts, ED. We measure a lot on the first date, just like y'all. And a gold digger is the number one turnoff. We want to be like for us, not what we spend. That's what I'm saying. I think if you do that walk in that park, child, he love you long time. That's what I think. But who am I? Mama, not mama. Baby said, there you go, Fa. Now you were saying something before you. Mama said leave Hefe off.
You know what? You know what I think though. Let me just tell you what I think from a man's perspective,
Go
and
ahead.
this is why I think that men tend to get
Oh no.
turned off when women have certain requests, like first date standards or whatever, right? So in general, we believe first dates should be, like I said, a first date in general is just trying to figure out if you like this person's character, and it's really just an audition for the second date. That's really what a first date is. You're just auditioning to get a second date.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that is really the basis of it. What I think men get turned off is when women come up with, outlandish standards on what a first date is. It's because women believe that if a man wants to pursue her, then he should, do certain things to maybe impress her or do certain things that to them symbolizes their interest. Meaning like if you really want to date me, you where you take me shows me how interested you are in me, right? Like I think that's what they think. The
Mm-hmm.
problem with that is women, we don't view you with our today's women don't really have value. Like the way that women we used to view women in the past. So men don't look at you like just valuable from, just for you being a woman. Because men have to like get to know you now to see if you actually have value. Because women back in the day, I'm talking about like 50 years ago, most of the women probably would have a similar upbringing, and they were all kind of conditioned and taught like how to carry themselves, and they all kind of maybe, I would say 50 years ago, would you say 50 years ago, most women probably cared about how many people they slept with, right? That's how
Mm-hmm.
they was raised.
Mm-hmm.
Today, you have women that don't care about how many people they slept with. So men can't just assume. Men had the luxury of assuming certain things in women of yesterday that we can't assume today. We just can't assume women have certain values and principles, and so we just can't assume it because it kind of went left. So this is why men don't be like, I'm not about to be paying all this and this and that and that and this, and you might be a hoe. Like I don't even know who you are. Like I just want to get to know you. So I think that is the why men tend to be like turned off by this idea that I'm really supposed to spend money on you when I don't know you. And I'm trying to get to know you, but I don't, I mean, are you a prostitute? Like, do I have to pay for your time?
Well, it
About
was
this,
a
are
girl.
you interested? Are you interested in me? I mean, why are you going on a date if you're not interested in getting to know me either?
Well, Healing Hurt, she was on here before you. She basically said the same thing that you said, that women are now prostituting themselves for free meals, basically. In so many words. But she was saying basically, how can you expect, things from a man that you wouldn't even do for yourself? So she broke it down. Babe said a lot of people's first date is the park. It's the safest place to meet. Pecan Brown said meeting for coffee. See, that's what I said, Pecan. Mama said she don't drink coffee. Um, Mama said I let the man plan, but give my input. Super Pat said folks over 40 want to eat a good meal. Right? On a first date though? Mr. Awesome said, okay, yeah, I saw Mr. Awesome on Twitch. You said or the arcade. I like the arcade. Pecan Brown said, I will buy my own coffee. She said, I can buy my own coffee. Baby Barack said, Mama, you let him suggest, not plan, because your input is always the final word. And Babe said, over 40, we out to Piccadilly. LOL. Y'all love that spot. Hate Piccadilly. Mama said, Baby Barack, not sure most of my first dates have been their decision. And Super Pat said F.A. digging a hole. And Baby Brock said, nah, Super Pat, he's kicking signs hard to digest on an upset stomach.
Right. What
No,
are you talking about? I'm digging a hole. I'm confused. How am I digging a hole? First of all, I'm not never digging a hole, but like I'm interested in what you think that they would object to. What did I say that you think women would object to? Or men would.
today no disrespect, I love you ladies, but today, because there's a lot of y'all I wouldn't date, especially with this attitude. Because
Mm.
if you can't take a walk with me in the park, then if I was a man, you can't even take a walk in the park, a free walk in the park. What happens when some shit really do hit the fan?
You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm telling you, it's on a deeper psychological level. And I'll be telling you, I mean, I'll be telling my friends, I'll be wanting y'all to understand the psyche of the woman. She doesn't view you as valuable. Listen, if something has what they call intrinsic value, they would know they would be when we see a woman, we think women have value. We think that y'all can give us children, that y'all naturally can create a family for us. You guys are assumed to be naturally nurturing and so on and so forth. Like we know that women like in itself, the gender, the sex of the female has intrinsic value. Women don't view men as valuable. They don't. That's why everything has to be like you have to. They don't see you as a valuable thing. This is why you have to like buy them things or take you to. Because if you thought that man was valuable, you would go on a date with him to get to know him. Like because the other stuff can come later. Like
Right.
why? You know what I mean? Like why would that be your? Why would that be so important in the beginning? Unless you feel like you want to get something out of this date if you don't like it. That's what it sounds like to me. Like at least I get a free meal if I don't like the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I think that's how. Hey, Janice, I think that's how some women do things. Like, okay, well, if I don't like him, at least I'm getting a free meal out of this.
Right.
Um, and that's why I'm telling you, fellas, like I hear what the women are saying. Yeah, they want to go to the Cheesecake Factory. I'm not taking a woman to the Cheesecake Factory for a first date. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I need to see if I even really like you enough to spend that type of money on you. And not to say that Cheesecake Factory is expensive, but let me figure that part out first. Let's see if we like each other, because we could talk all day on the phone.
fellas,
Great
fellas,
chemistry.
fellas, don't be mad at me. I'm about to give some women some game.
Okay, go ahead.
I be trying. Fellas, don't be mad at me. I'm going to tell on us a little bit. Smart men that have loose money, meaning like they got $200, $300 that they don't care about. Most men that spend money, that type of money on the first day, the only interest they have is to have sex with you.
Mm,
I want you to know that women think men are stupid. And the reason why men consistently play women is because y'all think we stupid. So if we know that you value shiny things like nice dates, so we're gonna go to, I don't know, like Ruth Chris or whatever, and we know that you find that valuable. Most men who don't have money to blow will spend that money with the only intentions to get in your pants.
mm.
See, a man that wants to actually have a conversation with you and gets to know you is showing that he has real interest in you. A man that just want to take you to places you like to go, that don't mean he got no interest in you. That just means he's in a financial situation where he doesn't care about $300. And that $300 is to him, it's worth paying to get in your drawers. And once he gets that cootie cat, you'll see how you won't be going on Ruth Chris dates no more. You see what I'm saying? But it's because I'm just giving y'all the game. I'm letting y'all know you're not winning if you because most of the time they don't have good intentions if they're willing to do that from the jump.
And that's why I said, take your asses to the park and find out what these people
Man,
are. A park date is good. So for all my folks that just hopped on here, discussions with Dee Dee Parker, we're talking about inexpensive dates. So me and Mama were having a conversation earlier, and I was like, yeah, a park is a great first date. And she's like, I ain't going to no park with nobody. That's not a first date. That's a meet and greet. And I'm like, well, ain't a first date basically a meet and greet anyway? Because it's an interviewing process. You're trying to get to know the person.
exactly.
And she's like, well, if they can't take me to Cheesecake Factory, then they ain't got no business dating me. I'm like, okay, I see why men are single. I see why men are single.
There
I
you
see
go.
why men are single. What does
The
that
one,
mean? What you mean if I can't take you to the Cheesecake Factory, I don't need to be dating you? Who's to say I can't take you to the Cheesecake Factory? I need to take you
exactly.
to the Cheesecake Factory now at this point.
Great, good job, DD. That's it. Who the hell is that? I can't take you there. I can take
Right.
you to anywhere. How about that? That don't mean you deserve it.
Yeah, who's to say I want to take you now? Let's go meet at this park. Let's go meet at Starbucks. Let's go meet at Dunkin' Donuts. Have a conversation. Let me see if I for real like you because the phone.
Watch this. Watch
Go
this.
ahead.
Watch this. Watch this, fellas. And this is another thing. I'm giving y'all a game that y'all already know. I want y'all to know this. This is all this shit that some of these women are saying. They're lying. I need you to understand. They're lying. They're fronting. They want you. They want to present themselves as that they have these standards and so on and so forth. All of it is a facade. That's why I tell men, don't listen to women. They all they do is lie. They just talk, 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 talk. Don't pay them no mind. This is what I do know. When a girl really like you, she's gonna go to the park. Okay? If she's really interested in
Say it
you,
again.
she will
Say it,
gladly go to the park. So
say
if
it
she's
again.
not willing to go to the park, she's doing you a favor. That's what I'm saying. You have to learn how to weed out these type of women. These women don't deserve good men. I'm just telling you, they don't deserve. If she's that same girl that's requiring you to take her to the cheesecake or wherever factory, for the guy that she finds handsome and the guy that she likes, I guarantee when she first sees him, I guarantee you she'll go anywhere. She'll go sit on a fucking bus stop and have a conversation with him. I guarantee you. So just know this. Those standards are for men that women don't like. I just want
Mm-hmm.
you to know that. All these standards, that's all for men that they don't like. If it's a man that they are interested in, if as far as physically, boy, cut it out. They'll go anywhere. Yeah, let's go talk. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go walk. Yeah, I
And not one
guarantee you.
lie is not one
She
lie is
just don't like. She don't
absolutely
like you
right.
like that, fellas. She just don't like you like that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. She really doing you a favor.
I mean, Effie, you speaking straight facts. Not one lie
Mm.
is because you're right. Me when me and boyfriend met, you know what I'm saying? We were living in two different cities at the time. So I went to New York. I visited my mom. He came to see me. We hung out at my mama's house. We didn't
Right.
we didn't, we didn't go, to no fancy restaurant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hung out at the house because we liked each other. And then when I met him, I
Exactly.
even more because the chemistry was just there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's one thing you have chemistry on a phone with somebody, but to actually be in their presence and to feel
That
their,
person.
you're
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, nah, I cools with you. And then, I have been on dates, talked on the phone, couple of weeks, met them on dates, and then realized I don't like this person. This person is an
Exactly.
jerk. He's this first date. So I, for me, and I never want nobody to be in their bag. Like I took Dee Dee out on this expensive ass restaurant one time, and I never heard from her again. No, 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 you didn't. No, you didn't. So,
Mhm.
um, Dave said, "Fa speaking facts." First thing, girl asked, "Where you taking me?" Hey, Janice Boo. Super Pat said, LOL facts. Tasha said, ooh, terrible attitude to have if you have to barter your time for a meal. You shouldn't be dating. Rearrange your priorities, princesses.
There we
LOL.
go. There we
Super
go.
Pat said, yep, men are dating for sex, but once we get to know you, we may fall in love. Baby Rock said, Dee Dee, the ladies are going to put you in the crosshairs like the dude on a Public Enemy t-shirt for keeping it real. I don't care. It's 2026. I think women need to hear this. More women need to hear this because I think we have a unrealistic expectation of things, especially when it comes to dating. And it's like what Healing Hurt said. We have such high expectations for men, but what expectations women do we have for ourselves? Can you do the same thing that these men are doing?
Are you in shape?
Yeah.
Are you in shape? Most of y'all overweight. Do y'all got nice teeth? You know what I'm saying? Do you keep yourself up? Do you smell good? Do you got good hygiene routine? I mean, and this is sad, but these are just basic things. I'm talking about just do you know how to cook? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Jesus.
I just want us to stop having me. I hear Sexy Red. I hear Megan Thee Stallion. They got money and they can afford to take themselves to these places. Okay,
Yeah.
do not follow their standard. Okay, because FA's right. The men that have money will
We'll
take you to
blow it.
the roof, Chris. Papados,
Yeah.
TK, wherever you want to go.
You can go
I mean,
wherever. That's it. That's you
yeah,
did. That's the. I like that face you made, DD, because that's really what it is to the niggas. And I'm the niggas that don't care about that little 300. You, they'll be like, shit. They gonna buy a $500 a night room too. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's go over here, and you'll know, and you'll never hear from them again. You don't even understand. Oh, and if you do, it'll only be like for like pull up. You can come over and give me some. You know what I mean? We can get, but y'all not going out on no more dates. I'm letting y'all know that he don't. He's not interested in you. He don't like you like that, and he
yeah.
don't like girls like you. That's what it is. He don't like. You know what? Let me tell you something. Most men that do well or even have a couple dollars, most men in general want a woman that is on their team, and a woman that really like you. Let me tell you one thing that I know. A woman that really likes you doesn't want to spend all your money. He's like, maybe hold on, let's because I, I I respect the woman that's planning a future with you in her head. So
Hmm.
she's not gonna want you to spend money on a bunch of frivolous things because she might be like, well, baby, we need to get a house and we need a bigger room and we need to save up money for the. So it'll be things for the unit for y'all as a whole. She's not gonna be worried about you keep buying her Chanel fucking person and so on and so forth. Hold on.
Hmm. I'm gonna read these comments while he got me a whole. Super Pat said my dating budget is $100 the first date. That's not a bad dating budget. Where are you going though with that $100? Super Pat. I'm just curious. Where you going?
I wasn't
Movies?
even going to get drinks. I think it's that's my go-to. Like if I was taking you out on a date, I'd be like, come on, we can go and get a drink. You
And
know, I
Mama
mean,
Mama asked. She said, "So is going to get drinks a date?" And I'm like, "Absolutely. I've gone
hell
on
yeah,
drink
that's a
dates
good.
before. Yeah,
I
I've
like
gone on drink
drink
dates
first
before.
dates. I don't drink coffee, so you can meet me at a bar. I mean, it
Yeah,
can be like more of a more intimate type of one where it's not loud and all that. Not a sports bar. You know what I'm saying? But a more of a
yeah.
lounge type, and we can vibe out. And you can order, a drink or two, and that's it. And let's be 100. It ain't gonna be long. We can be in it unless it's going well.
Period.
We're
Maybe
gonna be
an
here
hour.
for an hour, maybe two
Maybe an
hours.
hour.
Yeah,
I got shit to do.
yeah, everything to do.
I'm with you, Evan. Okay, you gonna get a good hour. We gonna have 2 drinks and I'm out the door. Um,
We're gonna go down this checklist. See, I
yeah,
got some serious questions that I think is important to see if I'm interested in asking you any more questions. You see what I'm saying?
right,
I need to know the answers to these questions to see if I even want to ask you any more.
right. Mama said, that's not always true. I've been on expensive dates that led to relationships.
Okay, baby. We know nothing. Remember this. Nothing applies to all and always. Right? So yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that it happens. When I talk, I'm always talking about like the majority, not that it never has happened. You know what I mean? So yes, I believe it led to a serious relationship. I don't know what expensive is. That's subjective, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. And Tasha said, but that's what healing her. The girl, she was on here before you. You would have loved her because she's all into men and yeah,
Hmm.
and holding women accountable. So, uh, Tasha was like, but that's what Healing Hurt was saying. A lot of women are prostituting themselves, whether they know it or not, for that
Yeah,
clout chase to brag or how much he spent. Super Pat say, dating is a game two can play.
that's
Absolutely. Those
right.
and Baby
Men
Rock
usually play it better. I'm just letting you know.
and Baby Rock said, facts, FA. If you're going for the juggler on the first date, then we're going for the draws, and that initial respect is
That's a
compromise.
That's a fact, but that's 100%. I'm telling you, if a nigga is spending a lot of money on the first date, it is like a 90% chance he is trying to woo you. And he just wants he just wants your drawers, baby. I'm just like, he just wants your drawers. If he really like you, he's going to take his time because he know he got to pay for other dates. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to, pace it out.
Yeah. Um, Mild Man said facts, bro. Super Pat said Mexican. A Mexican restaurant, that's a good first date because Mexican is not that expensive. I think that's a good first date. But drinks, I'm with FA. If you don't like coffee, you don't like tea, drinks is a great first date. I say the park is still a great first date. It's
I think that's a good date too.
free.
I think it's a good first date. I just think it got, like obviously time and like the season and all of that stuff
Yeah.
matters. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like today it's rainy here in DC, but DC we got so many like nice like bars, like little lounges and stuff where you can sit there, have a little drink. Where it's a nice ambiance. You know what I mean? Now niggas
Yeah.
don't want to keep. I don't like paying $25 for a fucking margarita, but I will. You know what I mean? I'll get you a one or two. You know, I don't got. I like the dude that said 100. I'll spend $100 on the first date. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's okay.
$100 is a good. I'm like $100 is not. It's not too. It's not three,
It's
four,
not
five
crazy.
hundred.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
$3, $4, $500. I'm like,
Nigga, I'm never doing that. Nigga, my wife don't even. Listen. Well, you know what now? What she do now? But that listen, boy, this is listen. Certain, you know, the women that have a man. I'm just letting you know because those are the ones that is not trying to drain the man. Like I buy my wife whatever she want. You know why? Because you don't never ask for nothing. And I know she like me for me. She ain't interested in the things I can buy her. Like you know. And when you get a girl, like my man said, he said it good. He said, let me read it back up. The initial respect is compromise. That is a good way to put it because when we view you from the jump, we don't view you as like 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 a good woman anymore. We start looking at you like a user. We look at you like a possible gold digger. We look at you like overly materialistic. We look at you like and you know another thing it is. We also look at you as viable, meaning like you'll whoever has money can get you. You're not actually interested in
oh, I
me.
got you.
You
I
see what
got
I'm
you. Right.
saying? You're not really interested in me. You're interested in who. If it's focused on outward things, then whoever can provide those outward things can scoop that girl from me.
Yeah, I've heard that before. So, whew, this is
He said, "God bless my
Baby
wife."
Brock, I'm ready for the blowback. I know my ladies are going to be mad, but I mean the truth needs to be told. Again, I just these realistic expectations us women have. We got to stop this shit. Okay, it's 2026. Please and thank you.
You know what I
Baby,
say? You ain't got to stop. It's only hurting you. You can die alone.
no, please, ladies, we got to stop. Uh, Babe said dating requires no money technically, but I like to have some fun, so we're gonna do something fun. And Mama said, "God bless your wife." All right, let's do some final thoughts, y'all. This was a good one today. Said, I wish you could have came on when Healing Hurt was on
When
here.
she was
What?
at,
Oh, she was kicking knowledge,
she
boy.
was kicking game.
Oh my God,
Good.
you would have loved her. You would have been like, girl,
And
yes.
you know what I know? What I've learned? She the one that's really gonna help women. Because women don't listen to men. They really don't listen to us. Because a lot of times
Us either.
well, I think women have a better chance of being able to get through to women more than men are going to be able to get through to women. I think women tend to think that men always have hidden agendas when they like give advice. You know what I mean? So they kind of always kind of look at it with a side eye. But I just think that women tend to be a little more welcoming to what another woman says than what a man is. But anyway, yeah, man, my final thoughts are, um, um, yeah, women. Listen. You know what? You know what? This is my because I was about to say something else, but this is what I'm gonna say. The outcome of your life is based on your decisions. I just want you to know that, and it's not everybody else's fault. People with a brain are not going to believe you. If you're 50 years old and you don't have anybody, we're not going to believe it's because there's nobody out here for you to have. We're going to believe that it is nobody that wants you.
Mm,
It's my
mm,
outcome. Your life is the outcome of your decisions, man. And we see it. You ain't got to tell me. I always tell it. I always say it compared to a person that's trying to lose weight.
mm-hmm.
You can tell me all day in the pain all the things you're doing. I'm working out 5 days a week. I'm not eating sugar. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Guess what? I'll be able to tell from how you look. See,
Yeah.
you can't talk because the outcome will be able to be seen. If you're really doing those things, I'll be able to see it based on you dropping weight. You'll be able to, if you're not losing no weight, I don't care what you say. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is about your life too. You can say all the things in the world. All these men are this, these men are that, and I can't find this, and da da da. Okay, cool. Well, you're by yourself. The man you want does exist. That's all I know. He does exist. He's out here somewhere. I just want you to, I don't know why you can't get him. That's why I be lost at.
Yeah. Final thoughts for me. Love don't cost a thing. I'm just
Love
saying.
don't cost a thing. Amen to that.
Love don't cost a thing. Fellas, stop working on these females on these first dates.
Man, but you
Stop.
right, fellas. They'll
Stop.
change. If we reset the market, they'll shift. Hey, yo, I thought about you the other day. I mean, 2 days ago, boy, they would listen. I was everything under the sun. Uncle Tom. I know, and I'm a
Where?
cold, listen, I'm a cold nigga too. I'm from boy, let me tell you one thing about black folk. Boy, when you got a different opinion of what black folk, they let you and you everything under the sun.
Who did this? The
I'm
FA? Where you? What they do
I'm
was on?
talking about the ICE agent. I was on DL Hughley page. He posted the video of the ICE agent shooting
The
that
woman.
white lady.
Yeah, we
Right.
talked about it yesterday. Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. And I guess I had a unpopular position from black. You know what I'm
Actually,
saying?
you must have been on the side of the ICE agent.
I was 100% on the side of the ICE agent. I just didn't. You know what it is, though? This is just ultimately, because we ain't got to go all the way down that road, but I want to sum it up by saying this. I don't know why people don't ever look at one person's actions and they only focus on another person's actions. You see what I'm saying? They
Mhm.
say, I'm like, if, you know, I'm a civilian. If an officer tell me to stop and get out the car or whatever, I'm not going to mash the gas and pull off. Like, I know I can't just do whatever I want to do. See what I mean? So that's the part where I just be lost. I'll be like, yeah, the officer shot her because he didn't, I mean, she didn't comply with the things why do you think you could just go out in the world and do whatever you want to do?
What you mean? She YT. That's why.
Oh
They
yeah,
live
well
by
she found,
yeah.
well she got her head blown off. Yeah,
They
okay,
got
and
a
I
di-
hope it was worth it.
they live by a different set of rules. That privilege kicking.
Well, they get shot enough, they'll stop. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just,
that privilege kicking, and they forget. They forget.
yeah.
Oh, I'm privileged. You ain't gonna shoot me. Hmm.
Okay,
Uh,
shit. One thing for sure, two for sure. You drive a car and aggressively or abruptly in the direction of a police officer, and I promise you, 10 out of 10, I'm going to shoot. If they can get to their gun, they're going to shoot you. I just
you
want
know
you to
what?
know that.
Epic though. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually shocked because I'm like, wow, they shot one of them. I, I've never heard of it. Okay.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I was definitely shocked. I was like, oh, okay. Baby Barack said this the so-called blowback is the truth and needs to be told. Each one reach one, and we can begin to understand one another better. Final thoughts. Keep doing what you're doing, Dee Dee. Bridging the gaps through this much needed platform. Thank you so much, Baby Barack. Mama said, that's your opinion, FA. I love my peace, and a lot of men are damaged. Final thoughts. I love myself. And Baby Barack said they're going to be waiting in the parking lot for your ass after this, Dee Dee. Oh, they're going to be waiting with my man. And
There
my
you
man,
go. He's
he got it
strapped.
right.
And he's
So
strapped too.
pull
So
up
be
on me if you
careful.
want to.
Be careful.
Okay, pull up on me if you want to. This is a stand your ground state. Watch. Get firm, okay? Watch what you play with. But yeah, no, love shouldn't cost a thing. I'm just saying, if that man wants to take you on a park date, and if it's not cold outside and the weather permits it, okay, go on that effing date with that man, okay?
Can
It's for
I ask? Can I really quickly, Didi? Can you
yeah.
tell me why they were saying that's something they don't want to do? Like, why
Um,
were they saying they don't want to do that?
they're saying because it was a park is basically like a meet and greet, a meetup. There's nothing to do at the park, especially if they didn't plan like a picnic or anything. Like, what are we going to be doing at the park?
Talk, walk, and talk.
Yeah. Well, they
That's
said
something.
they don't like the park. So I said, well, what if the person asked you to go to the park? They said, well, they're just going to ignore the person. I said,
Oh wow. Oh okay.
yeah. Park
Good
date is
luck.
say whatever you want to. And then you can call me broke. You can talk about my wig, my hair, whatever you want to talk about. Okay. Heard it
Wow.
all before.
Heard
But
it all
yeah,
before.
say whatever you want to. But I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? I met my boyfriend. We met online. I was in Georgia, he was in New York, and then we met and we clicked and we've been cooking and
Ever
talking
since.
ever since. So Pecan said, okay, listening to you guys, I get and could be open to. Pecan Brown, please. That's all I'm saying. If a man asks you to go to the park, just consider it. Just consider it. But be
Or
careful.
not. Or don't.
And bring your baby
Or
right.
don't.
Facts. Let's go back to a free love days like back in the 1960s. Less STDs. Okay. Pecan Brown said, as long as it's not a dog park.
A
There you
dog pot.
go.
Okay.
And Mama said, there's no wrong or right. You do what me. That's what I said. There's no wrong or right answer to this dating thing. We were just going over inexpensive dates. I said the park, Starbucks, Dunkin'. And then Efe gave you another one. Drinking is another good one. But if they don't drink, what's another one that they can do? They don't drink coffee. They don't drink liquor. They don't smoke.
Park, like you say, I mean, the park we're going out to eat is, for some guys it could probably get a little expensive, but I don't think movie dates are good, and really in our eyes, obviously. I would probably say some people go to the gym, like the workout people, they go to the gym together.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. Listen,
What
so
about what about just sitting in the car and talking?
I wouldn't. I'm thinking of my daughter, right? When I'm coming up with these suggestions, and I wouldn't recommend her sitting in a car with a man she don't know,
Okay.
that she don't know. So I would rather be in some level of a public setting. But this is what I'll say: if she don't drink, order a fucking mocktail, okay? And you'll be fine, okay? That's what I'll say to her. If you don't drink, order a mocktail.
Oh gosh, he said you go drink that lemonade and be happy, whatever that.
Right. That's it. That's it. That's on you. You can
Oh
order
gosh,
appetizer. I ain't tripping.
was a good one. Yeah, I wish you could have been on the one yesterday. I would have loved to have your differences,
Oh boy,
your
I
different,
was.
your difference of opinion yesterday.
Yeah, man. They were. And shockingly, this is to me one of the. I think I usually align with the opinion of the culture. Like usually when something comes out, I usually am in kind of agreement with the culture. I actually see a split in this one. I see a lot of Democratic, like if you like really Democratic forward black person, then I see that they're against it. But I see a lot of black, like urban black people from the culture that's like, yeah, that white woman, like they'll phrase it like that. She fucked around and found out. She thought that she could just do whatever she want, and she got popped. So I see a lot of that too. So I don't really know what is the pulse of how black people feel about this. I kind of seen a lot of 50-50.
So you're like the first person that I have heard that had this take.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I've heard more people that are disgusted and disappointed by the actions, but in my head, I'm like, this ain't none of my black business. So
Yeah. And can we do another podcast? 'Cause this one will teach me. I don't understand the uh, the pushback against ICE. Look, I don't have a dog in the fight, but I just want some understanding. Like I don't understand why people are upset with people coming in this country illegally, and then they just removing the people that came in this country illegally. I'm just confused on that. I
we
need
could do
people.
that.
Yeah. We can
Yeah,
dive
let's
into
do
that
that.
one day.
Let's do that next week because
Sure.
there was another shooting with some border control folks in Portland,
Patrol.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oregon today. So yeah, let's talk about these border controls, these ICE agents, because I'm a little confused on what it is their duty is. I didn't know they were supposed to be using deadly force, but who am I?
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
if they got a gun, they can use it.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. You guys have a great weekend. If you listen to me this week on the morning show with Tony and Tony, I appreciate you guys for checking me out. I'm back tomorrow on Kiss 104.1, 12 to 4 Saturday and 4 to 7 on Sunday. You guys check me out. All right, y'all. Save and blessed weekend, FA. As always, I appreciate you. This will definitely go up on YouTube. Not all
For
the videos
sure.
are up on YouTube. So if you haven't checked them out, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow to my YouTube channel. All right, y'all. Until Monday. I can't believe the first week of 2026 is already done. Sheesh. Where's the
Yeah.
time? All right, y'all. Till Monday.
Yeah.
Bye.